Hello everyone, welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie and today we're going to be talking about why most free crochet sites are bad. I say most because I don't want anybody coming for me. I'm sure that there are some free crochet sites out there who do the right thing. I just haven't found them, but I'm sure that they're out there. So quite frequently, I hear people say, whenever we get into conversation about content theft, said it in my comments, said it all over Facebook and all of that whenever we've been talking about it, it's not a paid pattern, it's okay. That's not the case. That's not the case. I'm going to explain to you why. So, a designer, let's say I am going to put up a pattern. I haven't. But let's say that I'm going to. I am going to upload it onto my website, it's crochetoclock.com, and that is where everybody is going to come to download my free pattern that I have just created. Now, my website is monetized. I don't have a lot of ads on my website, but I do have some. So the way that those ads work is whenever we load up a website, that's called an impression. Whenever we click on an ad, if it happens to catch our eye and we go, what's that about? I want to see what that is about. And we click on it, the owner of that website gets a higher percentage paid versus just an impression. So we will say that an impressions are counted in thousands. It's called cost per milli or CPM. That's every 1,000 impressions, and that's the way that the entire advertising world works. So let's say that on my website, my current CPM is running at $3.47. And let's say that this pattern is hot. It is hot, hot, hot. And it had fabulous pictures, and it's just drawing everybody in. And that page on that website gets 400,000 hits. 400,000 hits. Now those hits could be from the same people, you know, like you opened it, you went, oh, I like that, you bookmark it and you go back to it. 400,000 hits to the website at $3.47 cost per milli or per 1,000 impressions. That's $1,388 that I just made as a designer from one pattern, okay? This is why whenever we go to Ravelry, sometimes you can't download the pattern directly from Ravelry. If it's a free pattern, you can't download it directly from Ravelry. This is why designers put links to their websites, because they have their websites monetized, and sometimes they're just trying to earn enough money to be able to buy yarn, because yarn is expensive. We all know it's expensive. We all crochet. That's why we're here. They're just trying to earn money to buy their next batch of yarn for the next project that they're going to work up for us and give us for free. Sometimes, however, a designer works really hard and they get noticed and they're putting out great designs and they're paying their bills with this. They're feeding their families with this. But they're doing it by giving away free patterns. It's completely plausible because a free pattern will make a designer more than any paid pattern ever could. Honest to goodness. Because people are drawn to the word free. That's why all of these sites are free crochet, free yada yada, free yada yada. They're always free in all capitals, exclamation mark, asterisk, asterisk, all of this. Everybody wants free. So a free pattern will generate more traffic to a website than a paid pattern will, because there are a lot of people, even if a pattern is just $1, they're still going to pass off on it and they will hunt and spend their time to find something that is similar that is free. So these free sites, these free Facebook pages, free Facebook groups, these Instagram accounts that are touting all free crochet this, all of that, the websites, the Twitter accounts, the Tumblrs, all of that good stuff, they all do the same thing. They will take a picture not of their own work. They will either take a designer's picture, or they have found somebody who has worked up the pattern and has made a very lovely picture, and they will take that picture. And then they will put it up on their social media, and they will say, come and get this pattern here. And the link, you've all seen them, the link will not lead to the designer's website. If it were my pattern, the link would not lead to itscrochetaclock.com. It will lead to, say, freecrochet411.com. And then there are a couple things that could happen. One is always for certain. The site is filled with ads. All over the place, there's just ads going on either side of the sidebars. There's ads at the top, there's ads at the bottom, there's ads in the middle, there's ads all over the place. Why? Because cost per milli. The more impressions you get, the more money you make. So at this point, one of two things are going to happen. They are either going to just be absolutely horrible, and they're going to list out this free pattern and give it to you right there in text on their website, complete with stolen images, all of that good stuff. And in this case, it completely cuts out the designer. So the designer's not going to make anything from the pattern that they have created, because it's been put up on another website, and people, the train will stop there. There's no need for them to go anywhere else for information, because they have given them all of the information. The other thing that might happen is they might have several different pictures of the project that are not their own. They may write up a very poorly written blurb about it, and then somewhere amongst all of the ads, there will be a link to the designer's Ravelry or the designer's website. So you actually have to take another step to get to the designer's website. Basically, it's false advertisement, because they're saying, come here and you'll get a free pattern, but then you got to leave that website to go get the free pattern. Something else that has crept up is a lot of these Facebook pages are setting up automatic messages to where if you comment on the post in the group or on the Facebook page, if you comment, it will automatically send you a message with a download link or with a link to their website. But you have to comment on it, and whenever you comment on it, the Facebook algorithm sees that there is activity going on with it, so it will continue to push the post up and up and up and up and keep it relevant in more people's news feeds, which means more impressions. So that's why they're doing that. You comment on here, we're going to send you the pattern. They'll either send you the pattern PDF, completely cutting out the designer, or they'll send you to their website where the other two things will happen. It's just crazy. But altogether, it cuts the designer out. These designers who work very hard, hundreds and hundreds of hours, sometimes go into these patterns and them writing them up and taking the care to get them tested for us, because Lord knows if somebody releases a pattern and we're missing one asterisk in there, the masses are going to go crazy. So these designers have to go through the time and go through the trouble to vet their testers, get patterns properly tested for us so there's no errors whenever we upload it, and they're getting cut out. And people continue to visit these sites and frequent these sites, and I get it. It's convenient. It really is convenient to go somewhere and have hundreds of pictures, sometimes thousands of pictures of, crocheted blankets or doilies or sweaters or scarves, hats, gloves, all of it right there. I get that it's convenient. But principles can only be principles if we continue to hold to them when it is inconvenient for us. I firmly believe in that, and I don't frequent these sites. I don't follow them. I don't partake in them, and the only time I actually see them is when somebody brings it to my attention most times. So I just don't frequent them. You know, I follow designers' websites. I've subscribed to their email lists. I search them out on Facebook and I join their groups. I follow their pages. If they happen to not be on Facebook, then I'm looking on Instagram or some other version of social media so I can follow them and keep up to date with them. And then, you know, I pay attention because designers talk about their friends, their friends who are designers. So that's how I learn more about other designers that are out there. It's not hard to do. It's not hard to find inspiration in other places. I am a living testament of it because I don't frequent these sites and I am constantly inspired. I'm constantly seeing projects that go out that I'm like, whoo, I want to make it. I don't have time, but I want to make it. And then I share it with my group and with my people. So you too can do it. You do not need these free crochet sites in order to gain inspiration. It just takes a little bit of work to search down your favorite designers. You know, go to Pip and Poppycock's website, subscribe to it. If you liked Arizona, go and subscribe to it because she's always making things. Helen Shrimpton, Shelly Husband, you know, all of these people have websites. Go and subscribe to them. That way you won't miss anything. You just got to stop thinking that just because a pattern is free, it's okay for these sites to do this, because it's not. It's not okay at all for these sites to do this. They're doing nothing more than stealing from the designers. Even if it's free, it doesn't matter if it's free. I know that I've said this about 4 times now, but a free pattern for a designer can generate more revenue than any paid pattern that they've put out. And they need that. They need to pay their bills too. They need to have extra money to buy yarn so they can continue to do this. And that's the whole point of this. We want them to continue to feel inspired to create these designs for us. We want them to not be discouraged because people keep stealing their work or cutting them out, and all of a sudden their websites, instead of getting 400,000 hits, their website only gets 8,000 hits. And all of a sudden, you know, that $1,300 turns into 40. That's very discouraging. And when you find out that these people keep stealing your work and broadcasting it all over the place, and it takes them moments, just moments, to snatch your pictures, snatch your patterns, slap it onto a website, and then feed it out to all of their social media, and then all of a sudden they're making $1,300 instead of you. It is incredibly disheartening. So stop introducing your friends to these websites. Stop visiting them. Because we're not going to be able to make them all go away. But if you share this enough and you start spreading the knowledge of why this is bad and people start to understand why this is bad, then they won't get as many hits as they do. It will not be as profitable for them. That's my hope anyway. Because we're never going to be able to shut them down, all of them down. We were successful with it this week. We shut down a big old Facebook page this week. The whole community came together and got that sucker closed down, but that doesn't happen very often. Despite us trying for months and months, it doesn't happen very often. So share this information. Explain to your friends. It's very, very simple. Explain to your friends how this is bad for designers and bad for the crochet world in general. Stop visiting these websites. Find other avenues to be inspired. And just crochet on, folks. Crochet on. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed to me, please make sure that you click the subscription button below. Click the bell icon to ensure that you don't miss any of my uploads. Don't forget that I go live every Monday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!